you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, man. I know. You probably wasn't expecting me to spend back this late. I usually don't do doubles like this. But for this particular story, I had to spend back. It is what it is. Chef, what's going on, bro? I had to, man. Because this one is in rotation a lot today. More than I expected it to be honest with you. And if you've seen any of my reactions to it, you gotta understand it. But before I even do all that, shout outs to my poets, writers, content creators. Blessings to you all. Good evening. If you showed up and kicked it with Sid earlier, you already know what time it was over there. This is completely different. It has nothing to do with climate change or no shit like that. This one is involving a gentleman who was dating a Twitch streamer for 2 years. And at some point, he discovers that she is having intercourse with her cousin. Yeah.
How dare you?
She's not a normal streamer. She's pretty popular. She has a nice little following. I don't know neither one of them. I'm just now getting hip to them. Kind of what I do. I scroll social media for shit like this. So I come across it. I see people are talking about it. I'm like, all right, let me just see what's up. Yeah, she was sleeping with her cousin. He got a hold of her phone. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do, man, because like there's too many clips of it. I'm gonna play a couple of them. One of them explains how he caught her. The other one I'm gonna, matter of fact, let me see. This is what I'm gonna do. Hold on, let me pull that shit up. Let me see if I can find the actual joint where he was like, my man was pulling receipts, how he caught her. Because that ain't it. I want the one where he was actually, let's see if this, I don't know if this is it. I'm gonna play it anyway, though. I want you to get an understanding of what we doing here. Okay, bring this up on the big screen real quick.
Out of this one, I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth, but the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bro.
That's not even the one that I want. Hold up. He basically he's gonna. What he's going to do is he's in that setting. He pulls up screenshots, recordings. He goes into a detailed story about how he caught her, how she responded to the situation. And let me see. Is it this one? I really want you to see it. Damn. Hold on, I might have to like physically type this shit in. Is it this one? Where is it? This one is basically him saying, look, you got online, you told the people, I apologize, and this ain't a good look for my brand, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes into this spew about how he was abusive to her and all this other shit. I want the one where he actually, I should have saved it. That's my bad. It's my bad. This is what I'm gonna do, man. Because I can't find it. He exposes her. She deletes all her social media. She comes back. Where is it? This is the one. All right, this is the one where she claims that he's abusing her or he abused her.
Of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship. I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it.
So this one comes not too long after she does this right here.
Foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong. I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. It's not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost.
And then she goes from apologizing for sleeping with her cousin, lying about it. And when I initially did the reaction video, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this is full of shit. The only reason you apologizing is because you got caught, period. Because had none of this happened, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. She goes on to say, and I broke it down piece by piece. She's telling you, look, in other clips, even when they were younger, she had a thing for her cousin. It's documented. It's out there. I'm not putting out any information that wasn't already out there. She was already on that type of time. She already had some weirdo stuff going on with the folks. But when she's apologizing and she's telling her audience, I let y'all down, etc., etc., you go and see the other clips where she's basically pulling up receipts talking about, well, I was in a dark place. He was abusive. It was a toxic relationship. In the other clip, this is like a 30 plus. I don't like the full videos on YouTube. I don't want to mess around with it due to copyright reasons. But in clips, he's basically saying, yeah, we had a toxic relationship, but I was trying to leave you. The nigga didn't wait a week, 2 weeks, 2 months to address the situation. He addressed it immediately after she came back online. And then you will see he's saying, look, I got clips. I'm pulling up little receipts of her having conversations with like her PR team or whoever the fuck it was, trying to figure out, all right, how do I navigate this? The whole world knows I sleep with my cousin, that I got a thing for my cousin. I got to figure out a way to do damage control. And he's showing you. So she goes on to say, well, I was in an abusive relationship. As I guess her saying I was in an abusive relationship was her way of deflecting from the fact that you were living a double life. You had other things going on that nobody knew about, which is insane to me because you admitted on camera that you had some stuff going on with your peoples. How y'all had different interactions and conversations that had you conflicted about whether or not you wanted him to be your man or not. So you give us this backhanded apology, this half-ass bullshit. Then you try to gaslight, and then you try to put all the blame on this man and put something on his name that could ruin his life, his reputation, and everything. Like, I don't care about what you decide to do with anybody out here. You open your legs up to a fucking Doberman pincher for all I care. You can have intercourse with a Deer Park water bottle. That's your business. Everybody got weird fetishes. The second that you decide that you want to start lying and saying that a man put his hands on you or a man did anything against you that by society standards would have them arrested, have the electric chair offered to them, and so on and so forth. That's not it. That's not it. I wasn't even supposed to be on here right now. I was minding my business, just about to wrap it, call it a night, and all that. And then I seen Poor Man's Podcast an hour ago had dropped another video. Kenneth responds with receipts. Didn't even take him that long. He said, "No, we're not about to do that. I'm sorry. You're not about to sit up here and play with me like that at all. I'm sorry, ma'am." Let me see if this is the one.
Here's proof of my ex.
No, this ain't the one. I want the other one. So this one.
Friend. Me and my ex.
She just saying shit at this point. And this shit is dangerous, man. You got to be very careful with who you messing with out here.
Close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Toxic and abusive. Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes. I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime, to me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive. But you know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. I was my first boyfriend. He was my first everything.
You stayed because that's all you, bro. There were so many times where I tried to get away from you, but literally at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, you know, and then like, bro, like, I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because, like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was going to do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
And close friend.
That shit is not it. That's fucking dangerous. When people are scorned, they bitter, they do anything to make you suffer with them because they can't get their way. He's telling you he's trying to leave you. Those messages, those letters that she pulled up on the big screen, if what I'm hearing is accurate, this is all PR. This is cover up. I'm going to lose so many subscribers. I'm going to lose so many followers because nobody's going to want to support somebody who has intimacy with their family. Nobody's going to want, unless you're a pervert. You're not rocking with that. But you did this to yourself. You ain't got nobody to blame for it at all. So when I'm listening to you apologize, I asked, and I'll ask again, are you apologizing because you really wanted to apologize and you genuinely feel bad about it? Or are you apologizing because he got a hold of your phone? He started to scroll. He caught the footage. He captured, got the receipts. And now the jig is up. I hate when people try to pretend like, oh, they want to start over fresh. They see the error of their ways. No, the fuck you don't. You don't see the error of your ways until after the damage is done and karma strikes. So you You had some stuff going on in your household. Someone told you or gave you the impression that it was okay. You never got help for it. It lingered and it grew and it got and grew and it grew and it grew. This man come along, he has no idea what you got going on. That's not a conversation that many people is gonna have. Oh, hey, Kenneth, uh, I'm I'm a Twitch streamer. I like to sit by the water and take nice walks on the beach. And by the way, I have a lust, love, hate relationship with my cousin, and sometimes I like to have coitus with them from time to time. That's not going to be on your to-do list. So you withheld that information from him. That was already doomed to fail from the beginning. The communication was not present. If you would have told him that, this wouldn't be happening right now. He definitely would have walked away and went on with the rest of his life. And you put on the persona of somebody that you aren't. And just based off of listening to you, I'm not even here to say how much of this is one person's blame or the other, but both of you are public figures. It's out here now forever. There's no going back from it. Your parents trying to get him to take the video down, they more upset at him because he exposed you for something that is not normal. Don't matter how long we live on this planet. I don't give a shit. It could be 2045. It will never be normal to have sex with your brother, with your sister, with your dad, your mom. None of that shit is normal. Y'all will never make me accept that. But again, that's your preference. You got caught. You went into this relationship lying about who you are. Them demons came out. Don't know what y'all relationship dynamic was like. He admits it was toxic. You know it was toxic. But in the meantime, in between time, you was out here doing and dibbing and dabbing with your own folks, and you didn't want nobody to know about it, but you was coming to social media smiling and entertaining the public as if everything was normal and sweet. The public, they don't really have a clue of what's going on with you. Maybe they don't even care as long as you are dancing for them. You had this going on. He catches it, and it's a good thing he did. You know what type of unnatural disease, you know what type of spirits you bring along with you doing shit like that? He don't know that you going out of town, dry humping your folks. You coming back to him, kissing him in the mouth and all type of shit. What if you would have got impregnated by this brother? Come back to your ex. Then what? The lies caught up to you. You got comfortable, you got cocky, just like a lot of women do like you. And you kept your evidence. That's why most people don't even want you in their devices. Don't go on my phone. You better not go on my phone. If you go on my, oh yeah, it's about to be a problem. We about to fight. and all type of shit. It's going to be trouble, trouble, shots out. Because y'all be doing shit that you know you shouldn't be doing. You forgot. He figured out how to finesse his way into it. For a split second, you let your guard down, and then bam, you realize, oh shit, I still got this in here. He locked the door on your ass. He started swiping and swiping, and oh man, now the internet, all of the internet talking about it, all of them know about it. Did you want help? Do you want therapy, or is all of this publicity, all of this just your way of trying to get out of the fact that you got caught red-handed? You got to make the man look like he's a piece of shit. By all means, he could be innocent. Like, he's not perfect in the relationship. He admits it. You admit it. I don't believe that man put his hands on you. I don't. Take it to court. Provide evidence that he did. Because every little message that he watched with us, he said, look, man, these are letters that I wrote to her before this and before that. It had nothing to do with the shit that she's talking about. What do I gotta pause the screen and then blow up the screen to actually freeze frame and read the words? Is that what I gotta do? I'm not doing all that. You didn't have to even come on the internet with this. You should have just took the L, went on about the rest of your day. The best way you could have moved on with this is own up to it. If the people want to support you still, cool. If they don't, cool. But this nasty. This is nasty. You're insinuating that this man put hands on you. You're insinuating that this brother was just awful. I got to take him down with me. If everybody's going to come for me and I got to lose all of my social media, then guess what? He's going to have to lose his social media too. And he ain't going for it. And why would you? If you're innocent and you ain't do nothing wrong, why wouldn't you defend yourself? Go ahead. By all means, speak your piece, sir. People out here trying to make money. They trying to take care of themselves. Just our livelihoods that you playing around with. You can be mad at him all you want. Be more mad at yourself. You have issues that you need to deal with. He didn't tell you to lay down with him. He didn't give you those feelings for him. He didn't tell you to hide that from him. He didn't ask to be a part of that. You confused and conflicted. You didn't know if you wanted to be with your cousin or if you wanted to be with him. Now, what type of shit is that? Where is your mind at, man?
Bang, bang.
That's not normal. There's nothing normal or healthy about that. Your moms and your pops should feel like idiots. I would feel so embarrassed. Y'all should have been on top of this a long time ago. Like when he played the video of her in a time capsule, he rewinded time. You went to an old clip where she say, "Man, I had a crush on my cousin. I can't remember how old I was. I was young, but I remember I had a crush on him. And you know how puberty hits, and being friends with boys is this, that, and the third. And he wasn't looking at me like that, but I was looking at him like that. Y'all should have been on her ass then. So where was you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are. They are. I mean, like, from the responses to the whole situation, you can tell that age is definitely a factor in all of this. How it was handled. I don't know if it's because he went public with it that made her retaliate this way. I'm not sure about the whole, like, this shit shouldn't even be public. This is one of the reasons why I'm on some, I want to be private. I don't have no desire to have everybody in my business, man. I don't. I refuse, because you start letting people in too much, you shooting yourself in the foot. If she was really remorseful about what she did, biased and unbiased opinion, you wouldn't try to throw this man under the bus. You wouldn't try to railroad him. Nah, my nigga. If you know in your heart of hearts that he's not abusive, you don't say that shit. You don't put stuff like that on people if it ain't accurate. You don't do that. And if it was really happening, you tell people. You go to the police. I can't stand a vindictive ass person. I could fall out with you, but I'll never lie on you. We can have a disagreement, never speak again. I'm never gonna tell the next person that you was this and that when you wasn't. You gotta have some level of decorum. Even to this day, I'll defend you. If you right, you was right. If you was wrong, you was wrong. I don't really care who you are. I'm not about to throw you under the bus because of things that I chose to do. You done lost your mind. And that's where I know for sure that the age here is nowhere near how we move. They both admit that they toxic. Well, they both admit that they're toxic, but she's the one that's saying that he was threatening her and he was physical. That's the problem. That's the problem. And that's where I put my foot down, and I'm saying you don't do that to people. It don't matter if you hate them or you're hurt. You don't do that. And that's why she looked dumb. She looked dumb as hell. Because if somebody is in your ear telling you, all right, you want to know how you try to bring some type of control because you on social media every day. This is your bread and butter. You trying to get the folks off your back because you left all of your social media accounts. You want to return, and you're trying to. This is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get a little dirty. You're going to have to do like or be on some Republican Democrat type stuff and stop just slinging dirt at people. Don't matter if it hit them or not. You're going to have to start diverting the attention away from you. And that's what it feel like this was. Can't really feel too bad. I don't. You need help. You need some serious therapy. You said you wanted to get it, but that was only after the fact that you got caught. Do you want help or don't you want help? Because I got a feeling that this shit probably turned you on a little bit, to be honest with you. Because now your family know about this shit. The world know about it. It's forbidden. It's taboo. That probably make y'all want to do this shit more. Because people are going to try to keep y'all away from each other. But you already done got your back scratched. So that itch is still there. I'm just speaking on my own perspective. This is all alleged. He's defending himself against things that she has said and done. She's trying to control the narrative as much as possible. But there ain't really no going back. That's why I'm not really, man. It's a cold world. I don't put nothing past nobody. This shit is cutthroat. Really cutthroat. She cared more about her Twitch career than she do her own mental health, her own spiritual health. This ain't got nothing to do with trying to fix herself or rectify her wrongdoings. This is about saving face as much as you can possibly do so. And I get it. You probably making a hell of money. You got a lot of weirdos on the internet. I'm sure they're willing to partake of whatever you got going on. I didn't know who she was or he was until a few days ago. Just an observer. But I digress. You don't do that. Don't ever. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care how much a person hurts you. I don't care what they put you through. I like you gotta have some type of morals, my G. Take your L, do the work, make it right as much as you can. Because like I said in the prior video, everybody is redeemable. It is not impossible for a person like yourself to change. You can break the habit. We can all break habits. It's not impossible. It all just depends on if you're willing to do what is necessary to do it, to accomplish it. So that's the bigger question. How much do you really want it? Do you honestly see the issue? You're sleeping with your cousin. Do you realize how wrong that is? Or are you living a lie? You're in denial about how severe that is, how damaging that is. Do you like I'm not bullshit, I'm not playing around, I'm not joking, I'm dead serious. Because we all got addictions. And we make excuses for our addictions so that we can continue to facilitate those addictions. We'll do everything in our power to rationalize why we keep entertaining shit that we shouldn't. And it don't matter what you say, me, or anybody else. You want to get that itch scratched, you're going to get it scratched, and ain't nobody going to stop it. Your issue is bigger than him. He had every right to walk out and not look back. He has every right to defend himself as well. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. It's funny. You said it. I never even thought about it, but I knew that was right. I just knew. As soon as I seen that, I'm like, yeah. Ain't nobody gonna give a shit about that. Because it doesn't really directly affect them until you don't understand. It can affect you. You just don't know in what ways it can, but it definitely can. But people are going to forget about it. She'll be all right. He going to be all right. The world going to keep going. They're going to continue to grow and progress and make money off this type of stuff. And if it works for them, hey, who am I to knock it? But I'm not normalizing it. I'm not normalizing it. And this is a caution, a warning. Get to know the people that you are laying down with, or you have an interest in becoming intimate with. Stop being so quick to want to do to do with people. Please. You could be dealing with a actual motherfucker in a literal sense. Between that, the HIV rate, the STD rate, I'm not really a gambling man. And I really have a pet peeve with folks that are gaslighters, and you can give a whole fake speech about how you feel remorseful, and then you turn around and then start to try to put the blame on the other person for decisions that you made, all in the sense of trying to protect or preserve yourself the best way that you know how. You're in survival mode, and most people who are in survival mode, they don't care about who is next to them. If there are missiles coming, shrapnel coming, bullets coming, you will be the shield. But I digress. Get to know these people. Really, really get to know these people. Stop idolizing and worshiping these folks too. I have to say it every stream, so that when I ever have a conversation with someone, I can tell them. I say it all the time. Stop idolizing and worshiping these people. They're not perfect. They're not sitting at the end of the rainbow with $1 million with your name on it, prepared to change your life. That's it. That's all. I could have gone on and on and on. I really wanted to go to the actual YouTube and play the whole drink, but I ain't got time for YouTube coming from me. So you get pieces here and there, gives you more context. If y'all really want to dig and you want to hear the whole thing, I would suggest you go check him out. I mean, this is his situation, and there are multiple people talking about it. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I'm done with it at this point. I know there's going to be more here until it's no longer relevant and we move on to the next story. This is what everybody is speaking on. I hope he heals. I hope he finds some juncture in this timeline to be able to move on from this without her latching on to him in some type of way, because the smoke that's coming to her. And I hope she get the help that she needs. And her cousin. So I don't know what type of conversations she's having with her mom and dad, her cousin. I don't know what they got going on. They need to stay off the internet with this shit, though. This is enough. We've seen enough of this already. Pack it up and handle it off screen. Y'all shouldn't have even brought it here in the first place. Unless this was to trigger the algorithm too. And if that's the case, then damn. But I digress. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I don't do the double streams back to back that often. When I do them, I just really got to get this shit off my chest. This is mad weird. I pray for them. Nobody wants to be tagged with abuse or tagged as a rapist or someone who puts their hands on females or kids. Don't nobody want that on them. So if you know that's not the case here, why would you do it? You're a talebearer. You adding more on to your karma. Quit it. Just chill. Take your L. Move on. Get some help. And try to be a better human being out after this. Anyway, I'm out, man. Morning show tomorrow. You know, I'm always in the laboratory doing something. I'm never not doing something up here on this laptop, man. But y'all have a blessed evening. Do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind. Hold on minutes.
What's the goddamn button?
I'm out. Peace.